We're getting word now from Speaker Paul Ryan's office that he too now is joining the president-elect in this idea that if you're going to replace or repeal Obamacare, you should replace it at the same time. That was a position advanced by Senator Rand Paul here just a couple of days ago. But that is a point now that seems to be widely echoed among Republicans. If that is true, this effort to repeal Obamacare immediately would be shelved and wait until they have a replacement in place. And so it would be immediate. Republican Senator John Thune of South Dakota joins us right now. Senator, thank you for your patience with all this going on. How do you feel about that, sir?
Well, look, I think the first step is we've got to repeal the old, and then we've got to replace it with the alternative. And I think replacing it can happen on the day that we repeal it. I expect there will be certain elements of a replacement piece of legislation that would be included in the bill that repeals it. It could be done through rifle shot pieces of legislation. It could be done through administrative action. There's going to be another opportunity, another budget resolution, and hopefully reconciliation bill later this year in which other pieces of it could be replaced. So I think that the fact of the matter is we've got to repeal it first. Everybody knows that. We've got to replace it, and the replacement timing is something that's being discussed right now, but ultimately we'll come to a place where we have consensus on that.
I know you've been busy, you know, doing a lot of other things today. We're getting word as this hearing is going on, Senator, that when asked about going after Hillary Clinton, Senator Jeff Sessions, while saying that he would recuse himself from any Clinton email investigation on his own, he would be open or favor a special prosecutor for any investigation of the former Secretary of State. How do you feel about that?
You know, that's going to be ultimately a decision that, when confirmed, he will be charged with making. I have great confidence in Jeff Sessions that he will do the right thing. I think if you heard him testify this morning, what you get is this is somebody who has an absolute commitment and respect for the rule of law, and he will be a great law enforcement leader for this country.
But could he act unilaterally in that role, sir, as Attorney General, when the president-elect, and then by you know the end of next week, the president says, "I'm not in favor of taking any prosecutorial action against her"?
My guess would be that whatever he does would be in consultation with the President of the United States. So, again, I don't know. I didn't hear what he said in response to the question at the hearing today, but I think it's an issue that I have a high level of confidence that Jeff Sessions, when confirmed, will do the right thing about.
I guess there's sort of like a camaraderie, a special gentlemanly, gentlewomanly club feeling among you and your 99 colleagues, one of the most exclusive clubs on the planet. So it did raise a good deal of eyebrows, Senator, when we got word that Cory Booker of New Jersey is going to be testifying against Jeff Sessions. What do you think of that?
Well, look, I mean, I don't know what exactly his reasons are. Every senator gets to, you know, they have their prerogatives. They can decide what they want to do, how they want to vote. I do think that having served here for some amount of time now with Jeff Sessions and understanding the respect that he's held in among our colleagues in the Senate, I would be surprised if any of that goes very far in terms of the tone of it, but I would hope at the end of the day that there will be Democrats and Republicans who come together to vote to confirm Jeff Sessions. I mean, this is a person who has an incredible resume when it comes to law enforcement, both in the state of Alabama and in the United States, and now 4 terms in the United States Senate. You know, he is somebody who's respected here on Capitol Hill, but I think when it comes to the law enforcement community across this country, held in very high respect and regard, and I would hope that Democrats would join with Republicans after he gets through this confirmation process on a final vote that would enable him to serve this country, continue to serve this country as our chief law enforcement officer. We know he'll do it with great integrity and great respect for the rule of law.
Back, if you don't mind my ping-pong very quickly on this whole move on Obamacare. If the leadership is that is Speaker Ryan in the House, and suddenly you get Senator Mitch McConnell saying, wait a minute, let's have repeal and replace at the same time, that would seem to be adhering to the wishes of Donald Trump, who also was critical of going after or peeling back the Ethics Committee. That was an early goal of Republicans. Do you think you guys are off to a stumbling start?
I don't think so. I don't think there's anything, Neil, that's been said so far that is inconsistent with the position that we've held all along. First off, repeal the bad law. It's broken. 80% of the American people say it either has to be repealed and replaced or significantly changed. That's a given. And we'd be having this conversation if Hillary Clinton was president today. So it's got to be fixed. It starts with repealing it, and then the replacement process is one that will come together around a strategy. But it could clearly be, and it will be in consultation with the new president and his team, with our colleagues in the House of Representatives. But it could be a multi-pronged approach. You could do parts of repeal or replacement with this repeal process today. You could do, as I said, rifle shot bills that specifically address individual component parts of a replacement alternative. You could do it. There's going to be a lot of things done, I think, through administrative action by the next Secretary of Health and Human Services. And there'll be another reconciliation bill coming later this year in which we could incorporate some of the elements of the replacement. The point simply is we are unified that it needs to be repealed and replaced with something that is patient-centered, personalized, and more affordable to every American.
All right. Senator John Thune, thank you again. Happy New Year to you. Appreciate it.